What's up, friends? I got a mouthful of pizza. My name's Aaron Ciotti. Everybody calls me Ciotti! I don't know why I'm yelling already. Patrick is here. Special guest, host, P. Richard Scott. How are you, friends? Tonight is a giveaway night, and we're going to swap a flight controller on this. What we're actually going to do is answer an hour and a half of questions, not do anything on this, and then do the giveaways for half an hour. So, you know, but you never know. We might get some work done. There he is.
Boom.
You working on it? Yeah. So I showed Patrick the Insta360 Go 2.
This is the coolest thing I have ever seen. I own the one. This is the detachable lens. Did you leave that out? That is a detachable lens. This was the coolest thing.
I think I showed him that. Maybe not. You were watching.
I mean.
Yeah, his mind was blown as badly as mine was, which felt good because I don't know. I thought I was just being like a fanboy by how excited I got by it.
Especially since it weighs more, because you know Ciotti can't even take the 1.5 grams or is it 2.5 grams on the Rotor Riot skid pads.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a weight difference. But man,
can't have it.
Wow,
worth it.
Way to go.
Worth it. In the chat, Whack FPV was first, well, maybe first-ish. He says in CiottiFPV's first in chat, Whack FPV doing some battery surgery. Sway on FPV was next. Grizz FPV, Kevin Summer, Paul McDonald, Jackalope FPV, Huff 19, FPVY, Viral FPV. CMYK is in the house, vibing popcorn. I don't know why I put an L in there. Vibing popcorn. That's an interesting name. What's the story behind that? Vibing. Let us know. Huff 19, Aber the Ham, Paul McDonald, CMYK again, Michael Blade, Marcel, Off Axis FPV is here, Brandon's Baked Beans as well, Demenis, Frank Nicholas, Ricardo Ferrer, Ricardo, Dylan Merck, Richard, Chuck Sauls, Family Guyver, Remy Tim is in the house. What's up, Daniel? Metal Dirtskin, William Barlow, Chomper FPV. Wow, everybody's here. Holy hell. Metal Dirtskin again, Lead Fingers, FPV Trucker, Run Puppy FPV. Run Puppy FPV? What's that mean? We need the story, Run Puppy. Let us know. That's a crazy name. Dylan Merck, Demenis, JT Custom Knives, Paul McDonald, and Family Guyver. I'm going to leave it there. If you want the gangliest of ganglies to read your name in chat, you got to come here early. You got to say something. If you want to talk directly to me, all you got to do is type CiottiFPV. This is what happens. It turns orange, and then I know that you're talking directly to me. If you don't tag me in your comment, I'll assume that you're talking amongst yourselves, which you should do because there's some beautiful people in the chat just as smart as I am. They just haven't been duped by the world into pointing a camera and a microphone at their big dumb faces. Well, I'm the one with the big dumb face. You guys know what I mean. This is my full-time job. If you want me to keep doing it, head on over to CiottiFPV.com and just click every single button and just send me all the money, do all the things, click all the buttons, send me all the money in your PayPal account, all the money in your bank account, and then, you know, I'll send it back because I'll feel bad. But for the moment, when it happens, I'll be like, wow! And then I'll immediately feel bad. Patreon helps me out the most. For as little as $3 a month, you can join my Patreon. All kinds of benefits. I sent out 1 million emails today with audio versions of a whole bunch of the live streams. That was fun. Super secret live streams and access to like 100 video playlist, Patreon only playlist on YouTube with like unreleased edits, half-ass edits, all kinds of fun stuff. Lots of good stuff going on over there on Patreon. Also, Patreon is where 3 of the 4 every other Monday night giveaways are run through, mainly so that I can get in touch with you guys and actually be able to ship you your stuff that you've won. The $5, $10, $20, and $30 tiers, well, $5, $10, $20, and up tiers are where the giveaways happen over on Patreon. $5 is for toothpick and Tiny Whoop stuff. $10 a month is for 3-inch micro brushless and Cinewhoop stuff. 4-inch as well, I guess. And then the $20 a month tier is for 5-inch parts. So if you only fly 5-inch, you can only enter to win 5-inch stuff. If you only fly toothpicks or Tiny Whoops, you can only do the $5 a month tier. And maybe you'll win something that you can actually use. Won't that be nice? Have you guys ever won anything that you can actually use? I haven't. Maybe it's just because I'm cursed. So yeah, lots of cool stuff, and then we're gonna do a super chat giveaway that anybody can get in on. But the Patreon giveaways are the main ones. If you go over the $30 and up tiers, they enter you into everything. So if you really want to support me and you really want to see my big dumb face all the time, you can do that, and then you'll be entered to win all 3 of the every other Monday night giveaways. So that's how it works. We'll do the giveaways around 11 o'clock Eastern, roughly 45 minutes from now. Basically, that's how long it takes me to get caught up on the chat. And yeah, Patreon folks will have the opportunity for their edits to be played on the stream while I'm clicking some buttons. And yeah, those are all the things. Links to my YouTube and Instagram here. Etsy with some cool stickers. Fiverr with a bunch of stuff going on. T-shirts on Teespring. FPV Exchange. Bunch of affiliate links. If you use bookmarks, you can replace your bookmark with my affiliate link, so you don't have to think about it. If you don't use bookmarks like me, if you somehow remember to click one of these affiliate links on the given website before you check out, I'll get 1 to 6% of your whole order. It helps me out a ton. It doesn't cost anybody money. You can still use coupons and gift codes and all the things. So yeah, if you're ever doing an order on FPV Cycle, Amazon for anything, last time you bought that 40-gallon jug of lube, you could have used my affiliate link and I could have gotten like $4 for lube dollars.
That's a double hand job. I'm sorry to interrupt.
I hope you guys didn't hear that.
I'm making a point.
He said that's a double hand job. Oh wait, no. Amazon, Get FPV, Oh My God's website, FPV Crate, Banggood, Camera Butter, AliExpress. If you want a highlight of me and Patrick, head over to my Instagram, and there's a video of us getting stuck in the rain in his Jeep with no roof.
Dude.
It was so good. It's over on my Instagram. I did a story the other night about it. Link to my PayPal to send me money directly if you just want to directly support me without YouTube doing the super chat, take 30% because they're thieving whores thing. Facebook page for CiottiFPV, FPV Therapy, which is a beautiful little group over on Facebook where a bunch of us broken bastards with mental illness are trying to get better. We're not actually broken, we're just different. We're just unique little snowflakes struggling to get through each and every day. Link to Discord. When you join Patreon, you get all the things in Discord. This will just get you some of the things, and then BattleBot's info if you want to know about the story about my BattleBot. This is what the Etsy store looks like. Lots of beautiful stickers and a bunch of ugly hardware. This is what the Fiverr page looks like. I'm doing flight instruction. If you want to fly the way that you saw me flying in the beginning of the stream, I can help you out with that. I'm also doing tuning and build planning so that you stop buying parts that catch on fire and wasting your time and money and killing babies. Teamed up with Remy Tim for FPV mentoring. He's helping out with all the technical stuff, getting people up in the air all day, every day. Finn FPV is doing video editing of your flight footage to make you look like a better pilot. FPV Exchange is an awesome website. This is my little corner of it. It basically pulls in FPV items from every different website that they're sold on. It puts them all into one spot so you can look at all the different prices, figure out who's got it cheapest, also figure out who's got it in stock, which is a big deal. Get on FPV Exchange. If you don't, I'm going to hunt you down and attack you with a shovel and a knife. Grizz FPV tagged me in the chat and said, "What's up, collective? It's been a minute. Good to have you back, Grizz." CMYK says, "Yo, dude." He also says, "For RunCam OSD, do I need to use the little remote or can I wire it direct? My OSD chip is burned out, apparently." It depends on the camera, CMYK. Unfortunately, RunCam has made cameras where you have to use camera control and you have to wire them directly to a UART with RX and TX. There's only a couple cameras that they've done that on. The majority of their cameras, you can use the remote, thank Christ. As an example, the RunCam Swift, the full set, whatever. It's only a couple cameras, it doesn't matter. But yeah, so there's the answer. Most of it, you'll see on the back of the RunCam, the ones where you have to wire them to the flight controller, it'll say RX and TX on the back of the actual RunCam itself. The ones that you can use the remote will say something not that. They will say menu and ground. So if it says menu and ground on the back, then you can use the remote. If it says RX and TX on the back, just take the camera out and smash it and buy another one where you can use the remote because camera control is annoying. Michael Blade says, "Happy Monday." Viral FPV says, "Don't know if you remember me. Used to pop in a lot. Just wondering your opinion on DJI. Love from Australia."
Okay, everybody, get ready. Here we go.
I'm out. My opinion on DJI is that it's very expensive. It's a very expensive upgrade for me, which is the main reason that I haven't switched over. The other thing that I really don't like is the variable latency and the fact that there's additional latency. So for freestyle rigs, I hear a lot of complaints about the latency from people that have moved over. Patrick is somebody who actually went to DJI on his freestyle rigs and then bailed out on it and went back to analog, mainly because of the latency, right?
Yes, sir, but I do whoop with it, be fair.
But what Patrick has been violently trying to convince me of, and I mean, he's right, I should just give in, but I'm a stubborn motherfucker, is that on a Cinewhoop, DJI makes a lot of sense. My current setup and my like all the gigs that I've done with Cinewhoops on analog have been totally fine. I've not had a moment where like I've hit anything or crashed a Cinewhoop because I couldn't see, mainly because Cinewhoops are so slow, right? They're going so slow that analog is kind of fine because like by the time the thing that you might hit gets to you, you've had like half an hour for it to come near you.
It doesn't matter if you can see it.
Right. But he is absolutely right that being able to see a little bit more. So where I would run into trouble is if I got a gig doing Cinewhoop stuff in through branches and shit. That's where absolutely, and I've flown his Cinesplorer with DJI around trees and stuff, and it was like undeniably better. Unfortunately, the lunatic had put a 6S battery on it. Dude, when it's set up for 4S.
That helps the freaking DJI area get enough power.
This guy's Cinewhoop was making more power than my freestyle rigs. It was crazy.
All Rudy components, I want to say.
And it held up, too. It didn't blow up. It was a 4S rated ESC that was on 6S, and it didn't blow up amazingly. But yeah, so those are some of my thoughts on DJI. I also find the goggles to be very uncomfortable, very heavy, very annoying. Like, they're not even really goggles, they're more of a helmet. So there are a bunch of things that I don't like about it, but it is undeniable that being able to see where you're going is kind of nice. He also
being able to see where you're going is kind of nice.
It is kind of.
This is kind of nice. This is kind of nice.
It's not nice at all.
This is kind of nice.
Unfinished product.
This is kind of nice.
16.9 only.
If I put two antennas on here, does it work better?
Yeah.
Here,
always.
There we go.
Yeah, DJI is great. Once they figure the latency thing out, I'll dive in for sure.
Do you have any opinions on the company itself?
You know,
that's what he was asking.
Oh yeah, that's true. If you were asking about my opinions on the company, I try not to get into that. Like, I know a lot of people hate DJI, and probably for good reason, but I don't know. They haven't done anything to me. You know.
Fair enough.
Like, you know, I don't know. If you dig deep enough, you can find shit on any company, right? I've heard things about DJI that are really kind of shitty, but that's all I'm going to say about that. So yeah, there's some thoughts. Viral. Glad to have you back. Welcome back to the collective, my man. FPV Trucker says, good evening, CiottiFPV. Scrolling. Haven't said that in a while. Carbon... YouTube just did the thing. Fuck you! Oh, wow.
What is the thing?
It zips to the bottom.
Oh, it goes to the bottom. Yeah, you don't know where you left off.
Yep. There we go. Carbon Cage FPV says, what's cracking ball sacking? CiottiFPV. Word FPV says, sick piloting skills. Thank you, Word. Totally. Frank Nicholas dropping the link to CiottiFPV. Thank you, Frank. Brandon's Baked Bean says, look at those lanky legs. They're the lankiest. Metal Dirtskin says, I was going to pick up some NDs and lens guards for the Go 2, but they want $36 goddamn dollars for shipping. Come on now. That's crazy. Is that from
That's like a steel
360?
That's like a whole steel motor. Like a V2 or something.
That's like one steel. You can get one steel motor for that. Scrolling. Vibing Popcorn says, what do you think about the HGLRC Bind and Fly Sector 5 V3 5-inch 6S quad with Caddx Ratel?
I think you lost him at HGLRC.
Yeah. So HGLRC can go to hell forever, for the record. I've heard some really nasty things about HGLRC as a company, like them stealing designs and shit like that. So I'm really not down with HGLRC. I've had a bunch of really bad experiences with their stuff catching on fire. I almost quit the hobby early on because HGLRC ESCs continued to catch on fire every time I plugged them in. So yeah, I mean, for the most part, not really super into HGLRC, but I am looking up this Sector 5. So it looks like it's got an air unit in it. That's a bad idea. They should put a Vista in it. Air unit's okay. Whatever. I'm just being a maniac. 5-inch. Here's what I'll say. 5-inch rigs. The R&D cycle has been like so long and deep. That's what she said. That most bind and fly 5-inch rigs are pretty damn good. So this rig is probably like really decent.
Yeah.
Flight controller has an MPU 6000 on it. That's awesome. ESC will probably catch on fire. Maybe it won't, but a lot of their ESCs catch on fire. It's 55 amp. Maybe it won't catch on fire. 3 to 6S. That's awesome. The ESC would be the thing that worries me the most because their HGLRC is well known to have their ESCs are well known to shoot fireballs. It looks like 2306.5 motor. I like that. I wish it was a regular old 2306, but whatever, it's fine. 2550 kV on the 4S version, 1900 kV for the 6S version. 6S version, I would turn the power down a little bit in the motor limiting in Betaflight, maybe crank it down to like 90%, 85%, maybe 80%. 1900 kV is a lot. It's gonna be very fun. You're gonna fire yourself up into the clouds, but then you're just gonna like wait to come down. And like when you're trying to do technical flying, you're gonna have so much power on that throttle throw that it's gonna be hard to be accurate. But I would rather have a 1900 kV motor that I motor limit down a little bit than like a 1600 kV motor at 100%. So I'm actually totally down with that kV. Looks like it's got a GPS on it. That's pretty cool. Yeah, right. Let me look at the frame real quick to see if I can poke any holes in the frame design. Arms look like they're a good thickness. There's actually half decent motor protection. Here, I'll show you guys.
A lot of TPU.
A lot of TPU is right. It's probably going to be a fat bastard. It's got vertical carbon camera plates, which I don't love, but
okay.
it's set up for a DJI.
It's carrying a 5, a Session.
Oh wow, yeah, they do have a Session 5
and a
mounted on
new
it. Interesting.
Photo?
That's because it was so heavy with the Heroes that the Earth, when they went to take off, the Earth spun.
Right.
The Earth actually moved down.
Put a Session 5.
The quad stayed in place, and the Earth moved down under it.
Speak from experience, do you?
Yeah, it looks fine. I would just be worried about the ESC. I don't know any. I've not heard it. This is just me, like off the cuff or whatever. I don't know anything about it. The frame might have a terrible weak point. They don't have a picture of the bottom of the frame, which is usually where I can start to maybe poke some holes in it and be like, that's a stupid design. But they didn't show the bottom of it. Let's see. Let's see it on Get
the data's there. The data is there for them to build a good quad.
Here we go.
I know.
It's true.
It's a great quad.
It's absolutely true.
Those quads are great.
Oh, it looks like it's a split base plate design. I do like that. I don't see any glaring problems with the base plate or the arm design here.
Very apexy in the front.
Yeah, it looks like they might have just ripped off the apex, which
they changed it back up.
Is what it is. Yeah, it's probably good. I would just be afraid of the ESC, but other than that. Yeah, looks like a good rig.
It's a V3.
Can't go wrong.
Yeah.
They figured
It's the
everything
third
out.
version. Yeah. Stay away from the V1 and 2. They were awful.
They don't sell that anymore. This one's got a hero on it. This has got the...
Right. They lightened it up. Well, that was the analog version. That's a better version.
Wow.
There you go, vibing popcorn.
Wow.
T-Bird FPV says, "What's up? Looking sharp tonight. Thank you, dude. I woke up like this." Somebody should write a song about that. JT Custom Knives, he says, "I have bought stuff I can use." I don't know what that's in reference to, JT Custom Knives, but I'm happy that you've bought stuff that you can use. What was I talking about at 10:12 p.m.?
Man, I am really wanting to
Balls? Beware.
I want to know what he's talking about.
Right.
I want to be there right now.
Tag me again and tell me what I was talking about, JT. T-Bird says, "I want a Tango 2 and you cussed me on Patreon." That's what I do. I still love you though, Tyler. You know that. Michael S. says, "I've been flying ready to fly Lumineer QAV-S and it's making a high-pitched whistle sound when I hit a certain throttle level, almost like an old train steam whistle. Any advice?" I need to hear it. I need you to take a video of it, Michael. That's the only way that I can troubleshoot that.
Same props?
If
That's
it's
the only question I would...
Yeah, it's a good one. Change props.
Are you? Yeah.
A whole different type of prop, not like a fresh set of props. Like try somebody else's props. Oh, so that's a Lumineer product. So maybe they shipped it with Lumineer like gate breaker or butter cutter props. Those props have a very strange like resonance to them. So if you're on the Lumineer gate breaker or butter cutter, whatever the hell those props are, throw those in the river, and put like a Gemfan 5143.3 on there, and that might fix it. If that doesn't fix it,
He's not talking about deflection,
I need
right?
like a video. He said certain throttle level, not full throttle.
Not full throttle. Yeah.
So,
So he's getting like a harmonic something.
that's which is what those Lumineer props used to do. The couple of batteries that I ran on them. So yeah, do that. Take a video, shoot me the video, and I can continue to troubleshoot. Noises are tough, but yeah, I'll try my best. Sway on FPV says, got an iFlight 136 RS and have 3S 450 batteries and realized that it runs on 4S. So if I put Emax Avan 3-inch props on it to make up the difference. I don't know what props are on it now, but what I can say is that the Emax Avan 3-inch props are not very high pitch. So if you're trying to make up the difference, I would go with a 3-inch prop that's a higher pitch, that is one of the higher pitch options, like the Gemfan 3052 or the Gemfan 3035 if you can find them, or the HQ 3x3x3. I think those are the three highest pitch tri-blade 3-inch prop options. If you really want to go for it, you can try a 3-inch 4-blade prop. HQ has a 2.9-inch 4-blade and a 3-inch 4-blade that you can find. So there you go. You want as much pitch as you can possibly get if you're trying to make up the difference of a lower RPM. And those are the 3-inch props that are the highest pitch.
Vocal range.
Orga A says, "Was that the cat talking there?" It was.
Bro, you're the only one in the whole wide world that will not open a package from CiottiFPV. Seriously, look at this, y'all. Only Aaron Ciotti would have a package sitting full of newest things you've ever seen in this country.
When I was like, "Hey guys, I'm gonna make sure that I do the FPV crate unboxing on time this time." Remember when I said that? Like,
here it is.
A week and a half ago.
You want me to tell you what's in it?
I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Tomorrow. Definitely tomorrow.
Tune in.
Tune in tomorrow. Wednesday. Probably Friday. Brandon's Baked Bean says, "DJI is great on my cinematic rig. Love it. I fly analog on all my freestyle stuff, though." Brandon's Baked Beans knows what's up. YouTube just did the thing. Scrolling back.
Hey, you heard him.
Brandon says, "The goggles require the new foam they have at RDQ. In my opinion, it's thicker out near the temple to fix the loose fit, but not as thick as the original thick DJI foam that sucked."
I'm going to tell you right now, you're both right. The goggles are too damn big. They're too damn gaudy. And yes, the foam was so terrible, it fit some linebacker from Chicago, right? It didn't fit anyone's face, let alone your gangly ass, right? No, he's 100% right. I got the one from RDQ, and it's
is that the
way,
move?
It's the only way you can get away with it because
Right.
it's a real pain in the ass. I'm here to tell you, Aaron. Everyone that comes from analog FPV pilot, which is everyone,
Right.
if you're worth a shit, right? Everyone on your stream, anyway, has come from that.
Yeah.
We all had to deal. If you do fly DJI, I bet you they will fucking agree with me.
Yeah.
We all had to come to terms that shit ain't right.
Throw some light on this guy down on the floor.
I don't mean to preach.
It's only fair.
I don't mean to preach.
Second order.
I don't mean to preach. But
Don't
I'm
mean to be
just saying,
preachy.
We
but...
hate it too. You know, you get used to things, right?
Right.
You get used to things, but every
There
one
we
of
go.
us, we had the fat shark, bro. I just want to shout out Gem Fan, best problem.
I did not pay him or train him to say that. It was all him.
I'm just saying. We
Take
hate
move to the
it
left
too.
a little bit.
We
Just a
hate
little
it too. Just saying, we hate it too. I'm working on my glide, my dream build.
FPV says, does Patrick have a YouTube channel or any other social media? He does.
Do, yeah.
He says he probably does.
P. Richard Scott, I think it's under.
Good luck finding it.
Yeah.
I'll try to find it.
P. Richard Scott, if you look
Instagram.
under Hacienda Herrera or something.
Give me like 15 minutes. I'll find it. Hold on. He makes it
I
hard
don't even
to
have
find.
an icon for half my shit. Like, I like
He's got the factory fucking like blue guy face. What a jerk.
I don't give a boo.
There it is. He's 421 Mantis on
Really?
on YouTube. I'm dropping
Bullshit.
the link here.
The latest,
There's the link to
latest is the
YouTube.
Herrera Hacienda. That is a quality cinematic video of 2 packs. I did do a 5-inch fly on that one. That was a lot of fun.
Can you guys hear Patrick, by the way? You might need to just fucking scream.
Give me over 100 views on that one. And I would...
P. Scott 421. Here he is on Instagram. Oh, he's got 5 whole Instagram stories up, and
Wow.
I'm in one of them, flying directly at the camera.
That's that FR Sky, bro.
Here's his Instagram where
Dude,
you
that
won't
was your tiny
get
fiber.
any content, but I that is was that us
was-
almost mid-airing? Was there a mid-air after that was
well,
taken?
Almost. But you were flying the little tiny trainer. You remember that?
Oh, so that's your rig.
Yeah, that was my. Yo,
No, that's
you were in
me.
view.
That's
You
my
were in
rig.
view. Yeah, you were in view there.
This is
Tiny
it.
trainer was on the lake.
Yeah. Yeah, this is one of my favorite images. I think that we mid-aired immediately
No,
after
we
this.
did. Yeah,
We do that a lot.
I think the first time.
It won't be the last. IMAX says DJI goggles look like they came from the movie Oblivion.
It's terrible. It's terrible. Like, we all have VR goggles, and then there's the fucking DJI goggles.
And then there's the helmet.
Yeah.
Kevin Summers says, first ESC was HGLRC, blew up in my hand, first hard crash. Or no, blew it up in my first hard crash. Yeah, that's what happens. Abraham says, turns out I really like CiottiFPV having background / armchair commentary in the live streams. Hell yeah, me too. Turns out. Little did I know.
Little Egg McMahon for your Johnny Carson, huh?
Little bit of oh god
Come
damn
on
it.
now, you're on the spot, bro.
What's that bald bastard's name on Letterman show?
Letterman? Oh, Paul.
Paul Schaefer. A
Schaefer.
little bit of Paul Schaefer action just without the piano talent. JT Custom Knife says, how maybe times have you been given things you can't use? I meant to say I have bought stuff I can't use. Oh, got it. Right. Yeah, haven't we all? I love buying things and then like, all right, I'm going to use this on like a thing that's coming up soon. And then like 6 months go by. It's like, oh, I better put this on FPV Exchange. See that? Super quiet. Okay, yeah, so you need to scream. Ramdanko says, I thought he said PC. Paul Schaefer, got it. Wow, am I really caught up? Ramdanko says, malnourished, narrow Western faces. I didn't say it.
That's perfect.
I'm contractually obligated to read all things that that people tag me in, so don't. Hey, Michael S. says, CiottiFPV, you're right. It came with gate breakers. I have a video. I sent it to your Instagram.
No
The sound is nuts. I don't even need to watch the video, Michael. It's the gate breakers. The gate breaker props are there is a there is a resonance to the prop itself that lines up with a resonance in
physics, because they're 900 grams a piece.
And they're 900. Yeah, they're terrible props. But yeah, the propeller itself has a resonance, and when you're getting to a certain throttle RPM, the motor is creating that resonance, and the whole thing is just feeding back. Abraham says, "Oh my God, you're a racist. Oh my God, I'm leaving." Metal Dirtskin said, "I came to DJI from box goggles that looks like I was wearing a toaster oven on my head. It was only up from there."
All right, well, you have the obvious argument there.
Right. A whole bunch of people saying, "What's in the box?"
Yeah. Yes, every other
there's insert female sex organ parts joke here. I'm caught up, so we're gonna do the giveaways a little bit early.
This is gonna be fun.
But I want to give you guys a minute. If you're just joining and you want to get in on tonight's giveaways, you can join my Patreon by going to CiottiFPV.com. Yeah, there's a link to my Patreon page, or just go to Patreon, search for CiottiFPV. The $5, $10, $20 a month tiers will put you into tonight's giveaways. So I'm going to give you a second. There's another chat that just came up. So hurry if you want to do it. Gem Fan Hobby is in the house. What's up, guys?
Gem Fan Hobby, what's up?
Look at that.
Pimpin'.
Look at that.
Straight pimpin'.
JT Custom Knives says, my cheap Emax goggles that came with my Tiny Hawk 2 fit better than my DJI goggles.
That's what I'm talking about.
This is the best stream ever. Let's just, oh man, I'm gonna have
the best one.
There's gonna be, what day of the week?
That's the best analogy. You're absolutely right. I had those fucking goggles. You know, the ones that come with the car. If any of you had the car is awesome, by the way. Have you had the car, Aaron?
No.
You need to have the car. The car is awesome. The suspension is shit, but the car is awesome. You get those really gaudy goggles, and they're just terrible. And no, but he's right, man. The fucking DJI is just really.
All right, hold on. Let me kick this person.
Really?
Hide user on this channel. All right, cool. Thanks, CMYK. I don't want to undo. Okay, cool. So yeah, we're gonna do the giveaways. I gave you like a minute. So here's how it works. The beautiful Patreon bastards get access to a Discord channel or whatever the hell they're called, called the Video Collective. And I gotta click a bunch of buttons to get the giveaway set up. So while I'm doing that, the people that have posted in there, their videos get played. And they become famous. And so I'm gonna do that right now. So we are going to play videos from CiottiFPV.
Nice.
Hold on, I just need to pause it. Come on, YouTube. You got this. You can do it, YouTube. You can do it. There we go. And I'm gonna mute it. And then we're gonna have a chomper video. Oh, you guys are gonna... This is gonna be a treat for you guys. CMYK and Chomper. And then B-Man as well. 3 of the OGs. Very, very cool. And... Alright, good to go. So, yes, Remy Tim with the reminder. Make sure to give away one of your own shirts. Just a friendly reminder. We're gonna talk about that in a minute. Remind me again, though, because it's all chaos and lunacy.
I blame myself.
All right. Oh, got it. Profile picture. Do I need to be on Discord anymore? Really? Why am I on Discord?
Yo, bro, you got your Uma grip? Get your Uma grip?
If you guys don't get that reference, Patrick is absolutely... He's scarred for life by my good friend Michael Rollins' pronunciation of Oh My God's name. If you watch any of Michael Rollins' interviews with Tommy, oh my God.
Let me get that Uma grip!
He pronounces it oh my God.
Multiple times. As if he didn't learn the first 2. His multiple episodes. Cuts them into pieces. And he continuously mispronounces one of the founding fathers of video FPV gods ever. Let's just be honest. Tommy, I apologize. I carry you around with me.
Patrick apologizes.
I apologize.
On Michael's behalf.
Clearly it's spelled, ooh my God.
Remember, kids.
諦めんなよ。諦めんなお前。どうしてそこでやめるんだそこで。もう少し頑張ってみろよ。ダメ目諦めたら周りのこと思えよ。応援してる人たちのこと思ってみろって。あともうちょっとのところなんだから。俺だってこのマイナス10度のところしじみが取れるって頑張ってんだよ。絶対やってみろ。必ず目標達成できる。だからこそネバーギブアップ。
I took a bite of pizza. All right, giveaways coming up. Epidemic sound coming up. Here comes some flight footage. And I'll be back. And we'll do the giveaways. Here you go, boys! I'll be right back. Yo. These guys are shredding tonight. B-Man, Chomper, and CMYK. Just stabbing people through the sticks. Very cool. I didn't see all of it, but I saw some of it. Come on, come on, come on. Here we go. Copy. And there is the link to CMYK FPV. The wheels are good to go. We are going to dive into some... what's the word? Giveaways. That's it. Hold on, let me get caught up on chat again, though, because I won't remember. I won't go back this far. All right, Remy Tim's driving. Okay, so I need to remember, in the Super Chat giveaway, Remy Tim is sponsoring one of my shirts from Teespring. So somebody's going to win one of my shirts from Teespring. You guys need to remind me, Remy Tim is driving. Orga FPV says, did CiottiFPV just eat Clam Man? I didn't eat him. I made friends with him. I shook his hand. We're pals. We go way back. Abraham says, gonna be driving, so I paid my $10 for 2 giveaways ahead of time. We'll be listening though. Let me know if you got this and added me, if you would be so kind. Abraham, I'm going to add you right now to the last wheel of names. Once and twice. Nobody else gets added to that wheel yet. Not yet. We're doing the Super Chat giveaway once we're done with these 3. Gotta wait. Gotta wait. Abraham gets a pass. Okay, I'm caught up. Cool. First up, whole bunch of Tiny Whoop stuff for the $5 a month Tiny Whoop tier. We've got like 100 batteries in here. It's like, I don't know, 6 or 7. There is a brushed cockroach frame, some set of Newbie Drone silver brushed motors. I need that. A little USB charger.
Can't have this.
This is a 75mm frame, and no, this is actually an 85mm frame, motor to motor, and some 2-inch props. So a whole bunch of Tiny Whoop stuff here for the Tiny Whoop and Toothpick tier. And away we go. This is the wheel of all the Tiny Whoop folks. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit and quickly scroll through. If you don't see your name, take it up with Patreon. I don't really have any control over that, but you should be on here as long as you're current on Patreon. You guys can rewind and pause and all that good stuff. There he is.
I mean, I see it there. I don't see it on the damn wheel.
We're gonna shuffle, shuffle, shuffle! Goat!
I can't see it now.
Patrick Scott is gonna win so that I don't have to ship it. It's very important. What if he did?
$3.
William Bodine, I can see it now. William Bodine, congratulations. I'm going to write your name down and send you
Toka Motors.
some things. Are those mine?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know I left them out. This is from... Okay, so we want to write down William. So, like, for example, right now, I can just go to the Patreon page and search for William, and his address will be there. And then I can actually send him stuff. When I do YouTube giveaways, I have to hunt people down through Facebook and Instagram, and then their names are different, and it's just not great. And then I end up with like 15 packages that I can't send out, which just drives me crazy. The next up is the 3-inch micro brushless and Cinewoop tier, and we've got the best of the Cinewoop frames, which is the Cinesplore from FPV Cycle, with a set of my favorite ducts, which are the Cloud 149 ducts. This is the one, man. This is the Cinewoop that you want to build. If you build this the right way, it'll run for over 5 minutes with a Hero 8 on a 4S 850 at like 460 grams all up. It flies so much better than all of these fat shit Cinewoops out there. This is it. And then you can easily swap the ducts out. It's really, really good. This is the one that you want. And here is... No. That one doesn't count. God damn it, Larry. Sorry, Tiago. Sorry, Tiago. Just kidding. Here's everybody's names. And you guys can pause and rewind and all that good stuff. Gotta hit the shuffle button a bunch, and here we go. Somebody's winning a Cinesplorer, and that person's name is... Ooh, it's between Alec Dvornik and Double A. It's all about the Alec Dvornik. Congratulations, brother. That is karma. Alec helped me out with a bunch of really cool stuff. Very deserving winner of an amazing frame. Dvornik. Congratulations, brother. You are gonna build a Cinesplorer and love your life.
It is fantastic.
And now, the 5-inch tier. I buy one on every order I do. I buy
Oh my
one.
god, you guys are getting a treat!
Where did that VTX go that was on the floor? Did you grab that
Oh shit.
TBS Evo?
No, here it is. No, wait.
It was loose.
Was it?
Yeah, it was loose. You probably thought it was yours.
Fuck.
5-inch tier is 2 somewhat loved Ovonic 6S 1000 mAh batteries. 4 sets. I doubled them up in bags. 4 sets of Freestyle 4s. Something like 5. I think this is 5 sets of... What the hell are these? These are 5.1 by 3.6 by 3s. These are actually really good props. Really durable props. And, if Patrick can find it, a TBS Unify Evo.
How about a rush?
Oh, here it is.
Oh, sorry.
TBS Unify Evo. This is the fanciest VTX in all the land. I think they're like $500 if you want to buy them now, with all the prices going up. So that's the 5-inch tier. Here is the 5-inch wheel. And here are all the people on that tier. Let's see who wins. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Go! Somebody's gonna win some stuff, and that person's name is Joe Kurtzall or Daniel Maurer, one or the other. It's Joe Kurtzall. Congratulations, Joe. You have won some things. Patrick approves.
As we get to the 5-inch tier, we get to approve more and more. Because coming up soon is my favorite device.
KURTZ.
The Uma Grip.
No Uma Grip. No Uma Grip, Joe Kurtzall. Just propellers, batteries, and VTXs. Now we're going to do the Super Chat giveaway. So, this is how it works. If you either PayPal over at CiottiFPV.com because you don't want YouTube to take 30%, or do a Super Chat for $5, I'm going to put you on the wheel once. $10, I'm going to put you on the wheel twice. And I'm going to show you in a second what you're going to win. Because you're definitely going to win. Each and every one of you. So, it is going to be a digital copy of FPV Flight Dynamics. It is going to be one of my t-shirts of your choice. This is not one of my t-shirts. Over on, sponsored by Remy Tim. He's going to order you your size and ship it to your address of one of my t-shirts over on Teespring. It is a set of Tweed FPV, controller, transmitter, skateboard grip tape grips. And if you're a size medium, it's going to be a medium-sized schizo shirt. If you're not a size medium, nothing! It is all of the new GemFan props, Freestyle 3, 2 sets of each. Freestyle 3s, 1 set of 3 Freestyle 3s, 2 sets of the 5.2s, 2.6 pitch, and... No, 2 sets of the Freestyle 3s. Yeah, I was right. And then 2 sets of the Freestyle 4s. An Axie, a Luminaire Axie SMA antenna, and Patrick's favorite device.
Oh, it's happening. The bomb right there. Sometimes you use it just to use it. Sometimes you just want to pretend that your quad has an on button, like your goggles, you know?
I can't even explain to you guys how satisfying it is to push the on-off button on this thing.
No.
He's not lying. And also a Lumineer N20 6S 1100 mAh battery. This battery, according to Joshua Bardwell, is the one that'll deliver more amps than any other battery from his battery testing that he did.
That nitrous.
So yeah, a whole bunch of stuff. Really awesome super chat giveaway tonight. $5 to go on the wheel once, $10 to go on the wheel twice. PayPal if you don't want YouTube to steal 30%. Super chat if you don't care about that. I'm cool with it. YouTube gives me this platform to stream on. If you need my PayPal, just go to CiottiFPV.com, scroll down, you'll see a button. Caught up on chat. Look at me go. Alright, so let me fire up PayPal so I can start filling the wheel up here. I'm going to go to mail. I'm going to go to the wheel. I've already got Aber the Ham on the wheel. I need to go to PayPal. B-Man FPV with a $20 super chat. Thank you, brother. He says, hit me just in time for the giveaways. Rest is for the Sexy Lanky Man Fund. Deal, B-Man. I will spend those $10 on all of the sexies. All of them. And logging into PayPal, putting B-Man on the wheel, not once, but twice. There it is. Once, twice, and PayPal is loading, but I don't want to show you guys that. Hi! There we go. Wow, okay. Wow. Yo, look at that.
My man.
That's where I get paid from all the shit that I'm doing. Damn. I haven't looked at that in a while. Okay. Damn! Grizz FPV with a $50 super chat. Dude, thank you. Very, very generous. 10 for the giveaway, 40 to do whatever you want with. I'm Grizz. I'm gonna get cocaine. I promise I won't. I promise I won't. I have no interest. I've never had any interest in hard drugs. I never will. Never will.
Now you can pay me back.
So 2 weeks from now, giveaways are all going to be cocaine. the cocaine and angel dust. What's angel dust? Is that cocaine? Cocaine? Ah, nice, Patrick Scott. You sneaky devil, you. All right, so I'm going to start going through the... let me go through them on mail, because mail puts them in an easier order. And then make sure that if I don't put you on the wheel, you say something before I spin the wheel.
I'm totally
because sometimes mail doesn't... Sometimes PayPal doesn't email the thing in the place. New $20 patron, Wom FPV. Welcome to the collective, Wom. You're going to love my nuts. Survey Monkey, go away.
I know I do.
Oh, no he doesn't. He's never seen them. Austin Jennings with a $5 super chat. I'm going to put you on the wheel real quick. Thank you, Austin. Damn, Grizz. Damn, B-Man. Lighten this place up. Abe Farhat sent me $10 via PayPal.
Nice.
I think that was the early one. That's Aber the Ham, right? Yeah, that's Aber the Ham. Okay, cool. So Aber the Ham is good to go. CMYK FPV sent $4.20. He goes on the wheel.
The weed number.
The weed number. I always say it now because somebody at one point said, yo, every time you say the weed number, those words, the weed number, I laugh.
It really matters. That's why I said it.
Metal Dirt Skin, is it funny?
No, I mean, it matters because, you know, everybody is always so cryptic about it. They're like, 420, wink, wink. I'm like, no. 420, the weed number.
I think I stole it from Bot Grinder for the record. Shout out to Bot.
Fair enough.
Metal Dirt Skin with $10 via PayPal. John goes on the wheel 2 times. We got a little $15 from Daniel Maurer. He says $10 for 2 entries. The rest is for soda and gardening tools. All right, so I got to buy some gardening tools and some Coca-Cola.
You really can pay me back.
Daniel Maurer is on there twice. Thank you, Daniel. Steven Steinbaker, the one and only CiottiFPV with a $10 PayPal. He's going on the wheel 2 times.
Very cool.
And what else do we got here? Patrick Scott!
What up?
He's in the room!
Gem fan.
He's wearing a Gem fan hat. He's out of focus as fuck.
I'm a fan of Gem.
Who is Gem, I wonder?
She's a real peach.
Sent $20 via PayPal, $10 for the wheel, $10
I'm here to make sure that the results are legitimate.
for Women of the Night. Hookers.
Okay.
Okay.
Cocaine hookers.
Steven.
I'm wondering why I was here for a second. You know?
The one and only Lead Fingers with a $5 PayPal. He's going on the wheel. Nice. Thank you, Fingers of Lead. All right, so that looks like that's everybody via PayPal. If twice, not 3. CMYK, it's only twice. I limit it at 2. Oh, did I put you 3 times? No, I only put you twice. I put you 3 times? No, I put you twice. Okay, good. Yeah, we're good. Cool. Did anybody out there, anybody do PayPal that hasn't showed up yet? I'm going to double check on PayPal's actual website, but I think we're good. I think we're good to go. Just give it another couple of seconds here, though, in case anybody speaks up. Make sure, if you're going to speak up, make sure you tag me. Type CiottiFPV. Lead Fingers says, got you on PayPal. Awesome. CMYK says, put on twice, not 3. Oh, I see. CMYK, you thought I put you on there 3 times. Yeah, I only put you on there twice. You have my government name, too. Where's your government name? There it is. There it is. That was from the 420.
Look at your boy. Look at your boy. Only the best. That's...
If you guys need graphic design done by a man with just a spotless track record for fairness, CMYK FPV. If you like any of my new logo stuff, CMYK FPV.
Your new logo is pretty tits.
If you go to anyone other than CMYK to get graphic design, I will fuck you up. So don't do it. William Barlow's going on the wheel with a 4. That was aggressive. I apologize for the unbridled aggression on that one. That was a bit much. A little over the edge. Over the line.
At least he sees it.
I'll cop to it. Family Guyver says, the dude in back is awesome. He should become the next It's Blunty for CiottiFPV. I mean, Patrick and I hang out usually once a week. And it's becoming a thing that we hang out when there's live streams because it's just hysterical, and you guys love them too.
Dude,
so yeah, we're already kind of doing that.
Do you remember meeting Maddie Blunts? Remember?
Meeting?
Was it? Yeah, it was in Washington when we went to protest for the whole thing.
Yes.
Remember?
Yes.
He was in a onesie.
He was in a onesie.
He was in a
unicorn onesie.
Yeah.
Yep.
Spandex.
He was.
To show his disapproval for the new regulations.
William Barlow says, I got in. I got you in there. We're like, wait, did I just delete somebody? What's happening?
No, you deleted
Austin Jennings. I accidentally deleted Austin Jennings. That's odd how that happened. Sorry, Austin. Glad I caught it. That was weird. I don't know why that happened. Anybody else, speak now or be left out. Family Guyver says, Angels Dust is PCP. Okay. Shows, yeah, I don't know. I don't know hard drug lingo. Geo Fairbanks, he's getting in. Geo, I'm about to spin the wheel, so you're gonna see in a second whether or not you've won.
I'm really feeling the wheel. I feel
great,
like the hat's gonna bring me some good luck today.
I hope it does because I hate shipping stuff. I could see you just ever so slightly.
You don't know what you're talking about. There's a PayPal window in front of that screen. You can't see anything. Click the frickin' button.
I'm about to spin. Hurry up. Figure it out. If you're not on there, you can't even see the fucking wheel. Of course you guys don't know if you're on there or not. Here's everybody that's on there. If you're not on there, hurry up and tell me, hey, shithead, lanky man, put me on the wheel, or I'll beat you with a stick.
Dude, where's your dad? Is your dad usually on there? Sometimes?
On the other one. On one of these.
Oh, okay.
Austin says, thank you, don't delete me. Spin me right round. I think we're good. We're gonna spin the wheel with the goat screaming. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and can you guys even see it?
The results are legitimate. Oh, it really is.
Holy
It really
shit!
is.
Thank God I didn't delete him. Austin Jennings wins.
That's what you get.
Wow.
That's what you get for being deleted temporarily on the
Yeah,
Ciotti show.
that's true.
CiottiFPV.
Congrats, Austin. I'm going to write your name down. Hey, Austin, okay, you've got a bunch of work to do, like a whole bunch of work. You got to message me, you got to message Tweet, you got to message Remy Tim. TweetFPV@gmail.com. I'll type it into the chat.
Just gonna give that out, huh?
Tweet, he told me to. FPV@gmail.com. You got to email TweetFPV. You got to say, hey, I won Ciotti's giveaway on September 13th. I have XYZ radio. I like Ciotti purple. He has other colors, but you should get the purple. They're better. And then you got to give him your address and all the other good stuff.
Do it.
You got to do the same thing with Remy Tim, but you got to tell him which of my t-shirts from my Teespring store, linked over at CiottiFPV.com, you would like, what color you want, what size you are, your address, your social security number, the name of your firstborn,
So he
your
can give it
mother's
away out on
name.
his stream. Dude, the grips are for real.
The
No
grips
joke.
are legit.
Tweet's grips are legit.
And then
So happy he's getting them.
you got to do the same thing with me. Shoot me a message on hopefully my Facebook. And I need you to tell me, hey, it's Austin Jennings, if you have like a different name over there, because I'm writing Austin Jennings down on this, and I need to be able to search my messages for Austin Jennings to find you, because I got a shitload of messages. And the same deal. Say, hey, Ciotti, I won September 13th giveaway with the props and the Vi-Fly and the battery and the... Hey, Austin, what size t-shirt are you? Are you a medium-sized t-shirt? Because if you are, you'll get the shirt that this guy was just holding up. If you're not, then you won't. But you'll get one of my CiottiFPV shirts, and they're better. That's it. I need your email address. I don't need it. Not a medium? Okay, cool. I need your email address for tracking. So does TweetFPV. So does Daniel, more than likely. If you forget to give us something, we'll remind you. So, yeah. Congratulations to all the winners! I am going to take this little pile here.
All that stuff?
It's all this stuff.
Man.
All of it.
See, like...
All of it. Austin, do you want to donate any of your stuff to Patrick?
Me one, fair and square and all.
Demenis says, what's the best frame for a 1S baby tooth? The baby tooth frame, I would go with. Bob Rugi Kebab of FPV Cycle. He's been the guy that's really pushed the majority of the toothpick frame development. So yeah, his baby tooth frame is amazing. His TP3 frame is also amazing. That's definitely what I would go with.
It is fantastic.
Yeah, this guy's a big
fan.
toothpick fan.
Big fan. Big fan.
No one is
Amazing drone.
Nice, B-man. All right, so we're caught up. Let me move this over here. And
Speaking of toothpicks,
close
any interest?
this down.
No.
Yeah, look, guys, I still have to do my flight and review of this stupid thing. This guy flew it. What'd you think? So this is Emacs. Hey, I hired someone to do the review.
Dude, it's a great quad.
There it is, done. Now I don't need to fly it. Viral FPV says, what cell batteries should you run on a Ripsqueak? 2S, 3S, 1S? It depends, Viral. I'm a really big fan of 4S on micros. Well, it kind of depends on all-up weight, and I know that seems weird, but just stay with me here for a second, right? The all-up weight of the rig is going to be pretty like 1-to-1 with how much horsepower the rig has. How much power the rig makes is how you is the best way, in my opinion, to pick what cell voltage you go with. So, like for example, a tiny whoop, 1S, a toothpick, 2S or 3S. Sometimes 1S, but I think 2S is a better deal for the toothpick rigs. 2S or 3S. When you get up to like 150 grams to like 250, even 300 grams, that's when 4S really comes into its own. And then like 500 grams and up is 6S territory. So yeah, just whatever the all-up weight of the rig is, that's roughly gonna... I mean, you said Ripsqueak. Usually a Ripsqueak is gonna be 150 to 250, so 4S on a ripsqueak. All of my ripsqueaks are 4S. They don't sag. They fly great. Yeah, and then you can run like 4S 450s if you have a lighter weight build, 4S 650s if you have like a 180 to 200 gram build, and then 650 to 850 if you have a 210 to 250 gram build. All right. Wow, I'm caught up on chat. All the things are beeping and booping, and it's 11:15. I'm gonna actually start working on this. The happy days are here again. What a world. Fire away with any questions you guys have in the chat. This is a Q&A live stream, but since there's a little lull in the chat, we are going to get a little bit of work done here. This is the Basher Glide that I just put back together, and the flight controller blew up. Do you have that?
It's about these my god motors.
Do you have that?
Seriously.
Weeha?
About the.
Do you have the M2?
How do you even know? How do you know? How do you know that in like 3 minutes your tools have disappeared?
Ninja shit, bro.
Wow.
Ninja shit.
Man.
Hey, car fans, look at this.
Probably packed it.
Do you guys recognize this? Any Jimmy Broadbent fans out there? So this is the headset that, thank you, sir. This is the headset that Jimmy Broadbent uses. I snagged this really cheap on eBay. This is the Audio-Technica BPHS1. This is, apparently there's only like 3 broadcast headset setups like this. So like normally this is $250, and it's mainly because of the microphone. This is a really good quality microphone built in here. The earphones or whatever. But yeah, it's all about the microphone on this. So yeah, for my sim racing motorsport streams, you guys will actually be able to hear what the hell I'm saying as soon as I get an adapter. I gotta get
they put that right in the board. That's why.
Right?
Yeah.
Yep. I gotta get a little adapter. I can't plug this
That's awesome.
XLR and Big Boy directly into the PlayStation controller. But luckily on Amazon there was an adapter. So yeah, anybody who's been watching my sim driving streams, prepare for the audio quality to be fixed, basically. Christ, this might sound better than what you guys are hearing right now, to be honest with you. I'm willing... Yeah, almost guaranteed. This microphone, I can almost guarantee you, is better than the Zoom H2 that I have right here. So, if you want good quality audio, don't tune into the FPV streams. Metal13 says, can I request an OT channel on Discord for car-related things? If I don't do it right now, I won't do it. What's OT stand for, Metal Dirtskin? I'm old and moldy. I don't know acronyms. OT? OT. OT. Open to... Off topic. I'm going to call it car things. Because you requested it for car-related things. So I'm just going to call it car things. Create, not private channel, text channel, create channel. Great idea, Metal Dirtskin. Thank you for that. CMYK says, fancy new. Hell yeah. Now everybody says off topic, right? Of course. Off topic. Got it. I'm learning things. I'll forget in 10 minutes.
Man, look at all these session 5s. Has anybody seen so many? If anybody can't find a session 5, I found them. They're right here. Look, powered up too. Look, oh,
Yo,
look at that.
GoPro's gonna put out that session 10, and I'm gonna be fucking pissed. Actually, I'm not. I'm just.
It's actually not a 10. It's actually not a 10. It's a 5 squared. That's the way your boy Aaron's gonna see it, ain't it?
Oh boy. Oh boy. Here's what he's talking about. I thought he was gonna whip them all out, but he didn't. Here's what this guy's talking about.
Order.
There's a bunch. Some of these are jacked up, though, in fairness. This one's full-blown broken that I have on the little Hot Wheels car. Metal Dirtskin rightly says, no, I think DRL has them all. This session is broken. This is actually a session 4, but it's the one that I blew up. But yeah, these are the sessions that I've been flying lately. This one, the microphone is broken. This one, the battery is fucked up. This one just randomly turns itself off all the time. but they're not like totally dead yet. I have no excuse for these two. These two are like fresh and pretty much brand new. So these two are me just being a Session 5 whore. But you know what? Session 5's for life.
Fuck it.
That's right, I said it. 605 grams all up for life. Let's rip the glide apart. What are you drinking, Patrick? Everybody wants to know.
Well, since that guy gave me some money for that beer account, I'm drinking the finalized portion of the Bullet whiskey tonight. I appreciate you keeping it around, you alcoholic, you.
Yeah, Patrick leaves alcohol here, and like I really don't drink because it fucks with my stomach so bad. So it's like it just stays, and then he comes back and he's like, "Wow,
Doesn't seem to bother me.
it's all there still." What the hell? I'm like, yeah.
Is that a new mat you're working on here?
Have you not heard me rant about this mat?
I apologize for my lack of.
Oh, dude. Well, this is good. I've been talking about this mat a lot. So, this mat is by FPV Cycle. Not over there, it's not.
Wow.
This mat you can buy from FPV Cycle using my affiliate link. If you don't use my affiliate link, you're not allowed to buy it. I love this mat. And I'll tell you guys why. It's neoprene, as Patrick was kind of showing you, and it's got a little bit of like a texture to it and like a clothiness to it. On a bunch of occasions, right? Sometimes when I'm soldering, I'll use like my ring finger to hold the board down, and then I'll use my thumb and my index finger to hold the solder. And what I find with this mat is it's got a little bit of grip to it, so it prevents the stuff that I'm soldering on from sliding around. When I used to do this on the cutting mats, the components would kind of slide around, which was really annoying. So I'm a really, really, really big fan of this mat, guys. Like, I know it seems like a small thing, but like it's really made a difference from stuff. It's just got a little bit of grippiness to it. Solder balls don't melt through. I was worried about solder balls ruining the surface, but they don't. They just ball up, and you just pick them off, and you're good. Yeah, this mat, man, I am digging it. I hope Sanaka didn't cut me that glass.
Excuse me?
I figured out where the blood was coming from. Oh no, it's probably just tomato sauce. Nope, still there. Sloppy motherfucker. This guy's out there eating pizza.
He's jealous.
Hand over fist.
He's
pizza
jealous.
Eating.
He's over here. I'm streaming. I can't eat my pizza.
That's true, I am.
Hey, I'll do a giveaway. I can't do my pizza.
Grizz FPV says, got my hands on a Hero 8 Black for, 140 in mint condition for my Cinesplorer. God damn. Hey, Grizz, I'll give you a little trick to save you 8 grams. Well, depending on the mount that you've got. If you have a full TPU mount and you're not using the little ears on the bottom, take them off, yo. This little thing on the bottom of the Hero 8 weighs 8 grams, and you can take it off. There's just 4 screws. I run full TPU mounts on my Cinesplorers because I crash them, and yeah, you can take that thing off and save 8 grams. CMYK says, trackball mice work so good on that pad. Oh, interesting. What the what are you still using a trackball? Are you just saying from way back when, CMYK?
They grip, they grip.
Man, you guys remember trackball mice? Oh my god, I haven't thought about a trackball mouse in 100 days and nights. Ooh, there's all kinds of shit coming up. Oh, you know what? This is the, I got a replacement for this session holder that I finally managed to, I mean, I didn't actually kill it, but this is a BMC 3D Session 5 mount that has seen better days. It has been melted back together many, many, many times. And I've treated myself, and I bought myself a nice new one. This isn't it. This is one that... Where'd you even find this?
I just found it. I figured you'd be talking about it. It was a Session 5 mount.
Here's one that hasn't been melted back together 700 times. But yeah, I got myself a fresh red one because, yeah, this one has been melted back together. It's still totally fine. Like, it still absolutely works, but man, it looks like hell. And the most recent time that I melted it back together, I actually had to add extra TPU because so much of the TPU had like evaporated. But yeah, BMC 3D mounts are the shit.
Throw that down. Wow.
That's twice.
Used to be a little more coordinated, I imagine.
Used to play basketball, didn't you? So.
Oh, look at that.
This is an Acon flight controller. Yeah, that's going in the 2 when I get it. This is an Acon flight controller, which is no longer sold, and unfortunately, the 5-volt BEC blew up on it, which really makes me sad, because everything up until this point, Acon has been completely indestructible. So this is the first time that anything Acon has blown up on me. It also leads me to believe that the 5-volt BECs blowing up on flight controllers.
Common.
Yeah, there's just no getting around it.
Common.
And it happens all the fucking time. Like, I feel like every single flight controller that's failed on me in a 5-inch rig has been from the 5-volt BEC blowing up. My hunch is, so if you look at, I'm actually going to replace it with another Acon. This one here, this I think is the last Acon flight controller like this in existence. I searched high and low. So if you guys look here, right, this is the 5-volt BEC over here, and it's kind of like the biggest chip on the board. And so I think what's happening is that basically when we smash into concrete at 1,000,000 miles an hour, the heaviest chip is the one that's going to have the most momentum and is going to break. Or maybe there's something inside that chip that's more fragile.
You see a spring-loaded? It's like a spring-loaded deal that the regulating wheel
break open, and it's fucking weird looking in there.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, kind of annoying, but you know, when you smash these things into concrete over and over and over again.
But you did have us put
really expect?
You did have us put a singular regulator on the rip squeaks. You had me do that. 5-volt,
for the
for the run cam.
That's more because that run cam hybrid pulls so hard. Yeah. So what Patrick is talking about is that on our rip squeak builds, we run external 5-volt regulators. I don't have one handy, but you guys know what an external 5-volt regulator is. We run those to power the RunCam hybrid. I started doing that because the RunCam hybrid really gets hot, so I know it's really pulling a bunch of juice, and I don't necessarily want that pulling off of the flight controller's BEC. So yeah, we both did that, and we both had really good luck with it. So there's that, which is fun. Metal13 says, I think that big thing with the 100 on it is an inductor. Oh, is it an inductor? Well, then that's what failed, because that's what's getting really hot on this thing. I thought it was the 5-volt BEC because the flight controller won't power up, and I thought I remembered hearing that when the 5-volt BECs die, they get really hot. But there is also this big 330 bastard. So maybe that's the 5-volt BEC. Well, you know what? Let me plug this in, and I'll see.
Do you like to use one of those V-Fly thingies?
I don't dare. I mean...
Push a button.
Or I just like pushing a power button. Look at this, guys. Ready? Nothing happened. Ooh, but now...
Bind.
Fire.
It gets hot anyway.
So yeah, the thing with the 100 on it is definitely what's getting hot. The 330 is not getting hot at all. So whatever this thing with the 100 on it is, that's what's getting hot. So that's what's shit the bed. Which makes me sad. But, you know, that's how it goes in this hobby. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
So you lose. Did you lose power on the 5-volt rail then?
Yeah, everything.
So
it won't even boot. It won't boot. It won't power anything.
Shit.
It won't do anything.
Okay.
Although I think.
So you don't power anything.
I think if I plug it in to USB,
yeah.
it will power up. Yep, it powers up on USB. So that's also why I think that this is the 5-volt regulator, because a dead giveaway for the 5-volt reg dying is when you plug it into USB, it powers up fine. But then when you power it up from VBAT through the ESC, it won't power up fine. So that's what kind of led me to believe that. If I'm wrong, that's fine. Doesn't really matter, I guess. It blew up. Hold on. I think I might have missed this a chat or two. Richard remembers having to clean the nastiness in the trackball mouse. Gross. Yeah, that was pretty awful.
Oh my god. But you were special if you knew how. Because frankly, most people couldn't even open it. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep. So here was a funny joke I used to play in those old days at work. I would go around to everybody's computers and I would take the balls out of their trackball mice, and they would come back and they would wiggle the mouse and wiggle the mouse. And none of them understood there was a ball. They would look at it, it looked totally fine. Or you could put tape over the bottom, put tape over the ball. But when you remove the ball, if they were at all savvy, they would feel the difference in weight because the balls were heavy, just like mine.
I think you should stop while you're ahead, man. I think you really ought to stop.
Leadfinger says you can run an external 5-volt BEC right into the 5-volt pad and it'll work fine. So you can absolutely do that. Leadfingers is correct. The problem with doing that is you'll never... What did I peek twice for? The problem with doing that is you lose your voltage in your OSD, which is really annoying for me. You also lose your... I think you also lose the current readout, but the big problem is you lose voltage, so you can't tell what voltage your battery is at. Technically speaking, you could then run VBAT into your camera and then turn the camera OSD on.
Boo.
I agree.
Because we all leave it on anyway, don't we?
I don't. I can't stand
12 volt.
CMYK FPV says, oh really, I just got 2 Runcam hybrid V2s in stock. Now I need some regulators. CMYK, you're to be honest, like, the regulator thing is me being a little nuts, but...
do it.
Yeah, I agree.
It. And you also get filtering, right? Don't you get a little better video? Don't you think you probably get a little better video?
Yeah, I mean, everything you put in between the power source and the camera is going to help, so absolutely. Richard says the Runcam DVR boards are sensitive to voltage spikes too. I've had issues on them upon first power up, having them shut off mid-flight. Okay, interesting. I haven't... The Runcam hybrids on these Ripsqueaks have been absolutely bulletproof for me, so maybe it's helping with that as well. FPV Trucker has 2 Acon F7 flight controllers that won't go into DFU, neither the Betaflight CLI command or the boot button. It's not a driver issue, my other rigs work fine. I mean, it's got to be you need the boot button. The one thing I can say for a fact is that the Acon ESCs, you have to hold the boot button down. They don't work with the CLI command. You do have to hold the boot button down when you power them up. The only thing I can think of is maybe your boot button broke. So at that point, I think what you have to do is break the boot button off, and then hopefully there's pads in there, and then you can jump the pads together with solder.
DFU doesn't work, none of that?
It doesn't. No, the only thing I don't like about the Acon flight controllers is you have to use the boot button. You can't use the CLI command. And I don't like that this one blew up, but they all flight controllers eventually blow up. So there's something to try, but I wish I had a better answer for you. Brandon's Baked Bean says you got the Foxier Micro Lolly on that. Thought you liked True RC. How's that lolly work? Yeah, I'd run out of True RCs, and I was doing an order, and so I got 2 of these Foxier lollipops. It's been totally fine. It's been actually pretty damn durable. The only thing I don't like about it is the wire's too short. The wires on the axes are a lot longer. Not axes, sorry. The True RCs. The wires are a lot longer. To give you some idea of the difference, there you go. And that actually does make a pretty big difference, believe it or not, because what we're trying to do here is get the head of the antenna up clear of the LiPo. And if you look on this little setup here, right, the Foxier, even when it's all the way vertical, it's just not clear. So if I turn this thing towards myself like this and I flatten out, the LiPo is in between the head on this guy. Whereas the True RC is roughly going to stick up like that, so it's going to stick up just that little bit extra. And like, I know it seems like bullshit, but it really does make a difference. Every little bit of every little bit of length that you can get really helps, boys. But yeah, I'm very impressed by the durability of this Foxeer V3. The previous Foxeer Lollipop antennas were not durable at all. I was actually really disappointed with the lack of durability on those. So that's good. CiottiFPV says, how often have you had an OSD chip go out? It has happened to me 2 times in the last 5 years. So not super common, but also not uncommon. And it's definitely something that I hear about happening. So the OSD chip is also pretty big on the board, so we could use that same logic of, hey, it's one of the heavier chips on the board. When we start introducing 100, 200, 300 Gs of impact, when we smack into hard, sharp objects, something's going to let go. You would think that the soft mounting would really help out with that, but I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. What time is it? 11:30? JVFPV with a $5... Oh, wait, I'm way behind. Blizzard FPV with 5 Californian Canadian dollars. He says, running a BEC is the only way to keep the Joshua Bardwell flight controller in the air. Video burns out. Which one, Blizzard?
V2.
V2? Is there a V3 out now, or is it just V2? I forget. Damn, really? That's, ugh, that stinks.
They can see me a little bit, right? Yep.
Yeah,
Dude,
totally.
This is amazing.
JVFPV with a $5 super chat. He says, "Watch out! There's somebody behind you. Don't make any quick movements. Maybe you haven't been spotted. Hit F11. Wait.
Wow.
F13.
Do I have to hit
F13.
control?
Nope, just F13.
Okay. I hit.
There you go. Now you can show him. It's gonna be out of focus if you hold it close, though.
Oh, sorry. This hinge. Have you noticed this hinge all the way to the magnetic clip? It's not. It's obviously meant to be a stand. Did you give it justice when you did you guys see the whole? This is so fantastic.
It's really nice.
Oh well, it
really,
just did
really
that.
nice. And it's broken.
And it's fucking broken.
I really hope that it's not super fragile. I really, really, really hope that it can take a couple hits.
About this removable lens, though.
I'm gonna smash the shit
Are
out
you
of
not
it.
super excited about the removable lens?
The removable lens absolutely melts my brain.
Like,
I'm so excited
can
about
you
that.
find one in the world?
Somebody in the chat was saying earlier.
This hinge, though, you know how the hinge was the biggest problem on the phones, the folding phones?
Right.
And this hinge is fantastic.
Abraham, that's interesting. He says sometimes the DFU command only works if VBAT is connected. That's crazy. I've never heard of that. Very cool. 661FPV says Impulse RC driver fixer specifically is for making DFU work. I'm a Mac guy, so I've never had to fuck with that. So maybe try that.
Hey, whoa, back it up. PC guys, hey, got a problem? Use that.
Viral FPV says, what goggles do you run? And Patrick, I'm a Fat Shark HD3 kind of guy. This motherfucker, I think he has all the goggles. I think he just bought them all.
I never had any HDs, or you have the, what, HD?
HD3.
And I have the HDO2s by happenstance. I fly the HDO1s because they're totally sufficient. The HDO2s I came by because a guy got on a hobby type thing, and I got him at a good price type thing. And so I was like, oh, the newest goggle, right? Yay. And they touched my eyeballs. So
this guy and Bot Grinder have eyeball issues.
I tried.
CO2s.
Yeah, he uses the Orcas, doesn't he?
He does now, yeah.
When he flew in Atlanta with us, he was on the... But yeah, they are weird. The HDO2s are weird. And I put your HD3s on. I never used a goggle like that, and it's totally the same.
Yeah.
Okay, HDO2s are brighter. Okay, it's brighter. It uses the battery power more. I guess the screen is different by scientific measure.
Yeah, I mean the blacks
but
are
yours
blacker,
were totally.
but I don't give a shit.
Yours were totally like.
Yeah.
They're totally fine.
Yep.
Totally fine. HDO are totally fine. HDO2s. I mean, they're brighter, they're crisper. I will give you the crispness. I will give you a brighter image. You know, they
But it's analog.
They give me cataracts for
We
Christ's
can't see
sake.
where we're going
Jesus.
anyway. What's the point? Doesn't have to be good.
Amazing. I just want to point that out.
All right, you know what? I want to hang out with Patrick for a little bit.
There you go.
I'm not going to get done with this anyway. I'm not going to turn the soldering iron on. We're going to fix this on like Wednesday or Friday. It's going to be fine. I'm going to get caught up on chat, and then I'm going to shut this motherfucker down.
I feel like we should have some Mayhem Monday stuff. Is it not Monday?
Mayhem
Can we
Monday.
break something? Didn't we talk
You got
about
it? We
having
did.
some sort of like
We did.
episode where we would break something on purpose?
Yeah, it could be
Is
every other
there
Monday.
anyone interested in us doing some really, really dangerous shit?
Do you
Like,
honestly
that's-
think anybody's going to say no to that? Every
Well-
single person in the chat's going to go, yes, please.
Please break shit. I wanted to do the thing where we didn't have the parts
Do I
on
have
it.
anything? Do I have anything?
About these oh my god motors. Oh my god. How pretty
I
they
can't
are.
think of anything. Mayhem Monday though, right? We got what the
We gotta
heck?
do
Micro
something.
Monday. We need another. It needs to be another acronym.
Holy shitstorm Sunday. I don't
When
know.
what?
I feel like there's a lot of bullshit.
Wednesday or Friday? Yeah, we
I
do
feel
have to
like
start
not
blowing
enough
shit
FPV
up.
pilots are getting into enough shit anymore. I feel like we're all on the fucking sidelines going,
Let me build this right. Let me build it the right way the first time, so it doesn't catch on fucking fire.
fucking hit someone already. I'm just gonna.
All right, bye guys. Grizz FPV says sometimes RX being wired will stop it from going into DFU mode. What are all these crazy won't go into DFU mode things that you guys are coming up with? I haven't heard of any of these things. Aber the Ham talking about VBAT needs to be connected. Crazy. Paul McDonald says, what about angling the antenna down if you're going to spend more time above your head? If you're flying up above your head, Paul, you have perfect line of sight. So usually, like, you don't have to worry about that. It's more when you're like out really far and you turn around. That's the main concern. That's when I tend to lose video. So. Yeah, I think you're always. I think optimizing your antenna for when you're up above your head. I don't think that's the best idea. I think you should always concentrate on when you're out on the horizon. JT Custom Knives says Kiss never blow up. Maybe you should switch. I would if it flew half decent, but it doesn't.
Bardwell blew some shit up on that second flight.
That's true. Well, was that FETAC? That was FETAC. I think that was FETAC, yeah. The KISS stuff is really, really durable. I mean, you have to mortgage your house to be able to afford it, but yeah, it is really well made. Kevin Summer says, on frames that don't have fixed camera angles, how do you measure and set your camera to a specific angle? Fucking awesome question, Kevin. My favorite way to do it is...
And since he's going to take a hot minute, there is racers that use a 3D printed fixed angle that's like that sits right on the bottom of it, so it cannot move. You know what I mean? Like
Well,
it
like a
sits
piece
on
of
the bottom
TPU?
of the lens, yeah, and it sits on the.
That's a good idea.
part of the mount.
Yeah.
That's what Beeman used.
Does he?
And it was just fixed. Like even if you hit really hard, it would never move.
Yeah.
Because it was sitting on the TPU.
That's a good
At
idea.
a 45 degree up.
I had BMC 3D make me a mount exactly like that for the Micro Eagle, and then like 2 weeks later I stopped running the Micro Eagles.
Right. Because it can cradle that big ass lens.
Yep.
Yeah.
So this is how I do it, and this has always worked really well. So you buy yourself a TPU GoPro mount that's 20 degrees or 30 degrees or whatever you want to fly. You want your FPV camera to be that same angle. So what you do is you just hold it up, and you just hold it up so that the back of the GoPro mount is like level, and then you just look at the back of your camera, and then you level that out. It's really hard for me to show you guys this, but you just equalize see how you can see the angle that the back of the camera is at? You just line that angle up with the back of the GoPro mount, and you just kind of like hold it out in front of you. Like, you know what I'll do? Like my toolbox has, a bunch of horizontal lines on it. So I'll hold it out like this, and I'll line the back of the GoPro mount up with like the top of the drawer, and then I'll just look at the back of the camera, and I'll just twist the camera until it lines up. The back of the camera, which is a straight line, lines up with the next drawer up. and yeah, you'll get like within 1 or 2 degrees. Or Mute FPV, MUTE-FPV, has a video where he goes to Home Depot or whatever, and he buys a piece of something or other, some kind of like conduit that's a perfect 90-degree angle, has it cut nice and flat, and then that thing stands up. That little piece of 90-degree conduit stands up. Then he buys a mirror and double-sided tape, and he double-sided sticky tapes a mirror to it. So now he's got a mirror that's perfectly vertical. Then you go into your OSD and you turn on the crosshair. You put your goggles on, you take the quad, you also put your pitch angle in your OSD. You calibrate your accelerometer, you point the quad at the mirror, and you center the crosshair, which is dead center, with the lens. So what you've done now is you've drawn you've got a perfectly vertical mirror, and then you take the crosshair and then you bounce it off the mirror and you cover the lens of the camera up with the crosshair. So now you've drawn a perfectly horizontal line with the camera, and now you just look at the pitch degree, and whatever the degree is, that's what your up tilt is. Did I lose you? That makes sense, right?
You're the man.
Mute FPV has a video talking about it more. It's hard to explain that, but
I do want to explain it just for a
vertical
second.
mirror.
You do have in the configuration. Do not set that. You told me that. I did not know that. Do not set in configuration your camera angle, because that changes the PID loop. And I never heard that. And I know lots of stuff, man. But I never heard anybody say that. So if people are wanting to know information, I feel like that's worth saying.
This is totally separate from what we were just talking about. But in the configuration tab, there's a field called FPV cam angle, I think it's called.
Right.
Always zero that out. If you put a number into that field, it's gonna mix yaw and roll for you. And you don't want that. You want to do that mixing yourself. It doesn't work right. It doesn't mix it properly. It's called FPV cam angle, I think, something like that. You'll see it in the configuration. It should be zeroed out. It's almost always zeroed out. But there's a couple tiny whoops that come with it, like at 15 or 20, and they don't fly right when it's turned on. So make sure that's zeroed out. Look up Mute FPV's video if you want a better explanation of the mirror trick. But it's a smart little trick. I gotta be honest, I've always matched them up. I've always just eyeballed it from the back angle of the GoPro. I'm very sensitive to the up tilt of the camera changing, and it's always been totally fine that I've just eyeballed it. But the mirror trick will be a little bit more accurate in theory, because
during your experimenting of higher and lower angles of the GoPro, what have you experienced in your footage outcome?
Lower GoPro, so 30 degrees is my preference for sure. 30 degree GoPro up tilt gives you the ability to go really fast or really slow. 20 degrees, if you want to go really fast, you will have to bury the horizon. You'll have to push the horizon all the way off the top of the screen and just stare at the ground. And when that happens, you have no real reference for height, so it doesn't look right either. So this is my cinematic build, part 2. Part 1 is at the bottom of the C. This is on a 20 degree camera angle because this is a rig that I want to be able to slow down and stop with around talent and shit like that. Also, this has the dead cat front arms. This is a glide frame with the glide dead cat front arms. So with these dead cat front arms pulling the motors back, I can run this lower degree up tilt GoPro and still not have props in view. Yeah, 20 degrees is a little bit too low. You could so Steele flies very slowly and he flies 25 degrees, and that's kind of perfect for him. But most of us fly faster than him, bigger spots, just more momentum. So for most of us, 30 degrees is the right up tilt. But yeah, the big thing is always to match your up tilt here with your up tilt there. I mean, if you watch your footage and you see yourself like looking down at the ground too much, you probably want more up tilt. If you find yourself looking up at the sky too much because you're flattening out a lot, then you can maybe go down to like a 20 degree or even a 10 degree. It really has everything to do with how fast you want to go. 30 degrees, you can haul ass. 20 degrees, you can't really haul ass. 10 degrees, you're going to be flying slow. 10 degrees is like Cinewhoop stuff. My Cinewhoop is actually on a 5-degree up tilt mount.
Corey!
Because because I want to be able to go backwards with the Cinewhoop. So yeah, there you guys go. Fairly Functional says, good night, good stream. Thank you, Fairly. CMYKFPV says, danger? I don't know what we were talking about at 11:39. Freelojo says, I had to get a spacer for my HDO2s because they touch my eyeballs otherwise. There you go, you need a spacer.
Yeah, I got the new foam.
Oh.
That was better.
Okay.
No.
Marble mouth over here.
More foam.
JVFPV says, does your buddy want to sell his HDO2s? Oh, now he doesn't, because Freelojo told him the secret of getting them to work.
I did get a piece of foam, and it did help. Now it just touches the eyelashes. I didn't want to be the guy to complain about that, but it's the way it is. Is this really a freaking...
Just sitting around.
It's just sitting there.
I haven't used it in forever.
It's got one of those...
I'm going to use it when I fly that thing eventually and do the review.
The immersion NERC
power play.
Power play.
Metal Dirtson says, Insta360 has the lens things and ND filters. I couldn't find them anywhere else, which is why I was so salty about the shipping. Gotcha, Metal. Thank you for that. CMYKFPV says, that looks like a portal robot. It also looks like a minion. Talking about the Insta360 Go 2. License to Drive says, you like the Foxy or Lollipop V3? Mine and my friends broke too easily. We're using Sigma now, so much better and more durable.
Sigma.
Good feedback. Thanks for the durability feedback license. I've been staggered at how durable mine has been. I don't know. I will say this. I did my little antenna prep. The seam on this is at the bottom. So I did my little antenna prep that I've shown you guys a million times, and I put a little piece of shrink wrap on the bottom over the seam to keep the top part of this from breaking off. So if that's the problem that you had with yours license, then maybe the little antenna prep procedure would have saved it. Maybe not. Freelojo, Spacer HCO2, Fairly Functional, going to sleep. FPV Trucker says, 2 of 4 Acon flight controllers I bought don't work properly. No Acons for me.
Let that limit to the flight controller only, right? Because 100%. I have nothing but good things to say about their ESC.
Yeah, Acon ESCs, more than just Patrick and I. Cricket, Corey, he's who turned me on to Acon ESCs. He crashes harder than anybody I've ever met. So yeah, that applies to Acon flight controllers only.
I didn't know they made flight controllers, so there you go.
I didn't either. I just happened to see him one day on Pyrodrone. I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I have this one that's fresh that's going to go in there, and one of my other rigs has another Acon. I was only able to get 3 of them before they went away forever. So we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. JVFPV says a compass works for consistency between rigs.
Oh, compass. For the camera angle?
Compass wouldn't do anything for camera angle. Compass.
Maybe if you
compass
set it up
works
on
for consistency between rigs. You talking about camera angle, JVFPV? Why did my voice go up so high? 661FPV says, you just installed a fixed angle mount into the Ripsqueak, right? I did. One of the local guys printed, created and printed some fixed angle Ripsqueak mounts. So yeah, once I fly them, as long as it works, I can't imagine it wouldn't, I'm going to ask him to print me a whole bunch of them, and you guys can get their hands on them. I'll also ask him for the print file. Actually, I'll just ask him to put it on Thingiverse, and then you guys can get it. Jackalope FPV said that fixed angle mount is specific to the Runcam Hybrid because the Runcam Hybrid uses 2 mounting points.
And you're running the small lens, FPV lens on the bottom.
True, but you could reverse it.
Good?
Yeah, totally.
With the mount?
Yep. Jackalope FPV says, will you please send me my ebook I won from a few weeks ago when you get a chance? I will, Jackalope. You just need to shoot me a message with your email address, and I'll send it over. I got to send it through email because it's an image. So just message me, CiottiFPV on Facebook or Instagram with a reminder and with your email address, and I'll send it on over. Paul McDonald says, I just took one of my kids' protractors. That'll work too. Balls.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
YouTube did the thing.
Good idea.
There we go. Big FPV says, did you ever build a Cineglide for a cinematic rig or try one at least? You know, I didn't, Big FPV. The regular glide, so the Cineglide, for anybody that doesn't know, it takes the GoPro and it puts it out in front down here. The problem that I have with that is it kills the center of gravity. That is going to put the center of gravity so far forward that even if you move the battery back as far as it'll go, it's going to be nose heavy. And I don't like that. I really like to have the center of gravity dialed in. You really notice it when you chop the throttle. You go full throttle and you chop the throttle. If the CG is wrong, the rig will wobble. So yeah, I never liked that about the Cineglide. Plus, I didn't necessarily want the GoPro down so low. I fly really low to the ground, and I don't want the GoPro catching all the rocks and the lenses and shit. So yeah, the regular glide with the dead cat arms is everything that I want out of a cinematic rig. So JVFPV says, what if your angle is good for everything but landing? You just gotta learn. Patrick,
figure it out, right?
You just gotta learn. You just gotta fly. You just gotta fly more. To be really honest with you, here's really the trick to landing. You come in like this, you spin it around like that, and then you land it like that. So when you come in, you spin it around, you're looking at the ground, you're still looking at the ground, you're still looking at the ground, you're going to start to shed your rearward momentum, and once it's almost stopped, that's when you drop it down on the ground. So you only lose the horizon at that very last second. So that's kind of the trick to landing. Or just keep flying and flying and flying, and eventually you won't even think about it. Like, landing is really difficult for like the first year, but then at some point you're going to have landed 1,000 times, and it's just going to be like no big deal. So just keep flying. Don't change your camera angle to make landing easier. Paul McDonald says, put that immersion power play on FPV Exchange and I'll buy it now.
I'm saying.
I need it. So I need it.
What is even wrong with you?
For this.
Oh, you need it for that.
For this.
It's the other thing you're not using.
It's how I record.
Anything else?
DVR.
Let me open this box over here that seems to be on his floor. Hold
on the tiny whoops. Don't you dare.
Here's an unboxing. Oh, unofficial.
Plus, this power play was donated to me by somebody.
So let's not use it.
I don't feel right.
No.
I don't feel right using it or selling it.
What does that even mean?
CiottiFPV says, I just picked up 3 of the Acon F4 flight controllers. They might be fine, CiottiFPV.
You're fucked. Oh my god, I can't fucking believe you did that shit. What kind of fucking idiot. I'm just kidding. I'm clearly fucking with you.
You got them for like $20 each, so they'll be better than any other $20 flight. Yo, I was shopping for flight controllers today. They're all $50. Have you looked?
No.
Flight controllers are all $50 now. All of them. All the ones that used to be $30, they're now $50.
Are they all F7s or something?
Even like the F4s are like $45. It's bullshit. Yeah, I'm not happy about the situation. Maggie's in the house. What's up, girl? JVFPV says, okay, he says, haha, compass. Yep, I meant to say protractor. Got it. That makes a lot more sense, JV. CMYKFPV says, OSD is out,
on the compass,
so gonna use a spare UART. Which UARTs should I not on the F722 Mamba? Here's what I would do, CMYK. Go to the product page for that flight controller. Whichever UART they don't specifically tell you to use that one. Because then down the road you can look at the product page to see where the hell you put your VTX or this or that or the other. And I'm caught up on chat. I'm going to wrap this up. It is 11:57. Look at us go. Here comes some flying from that big ass field.
Hey, whoa.
What?
To the guy who says the landing thing with the angle.
Okay.
Can I just point out that doesn't Corey use like 0 angle?
He does. But it's not for landing.
But come on. I'm just saying in general, if somebody's having trouble landing, they may not be adapted to any particular type of camera angle at that point. And
that's true.
To maybe try.
That's true.
Fair enough. Good, bad, otherwise.
Fair enough. If you don't like going fast.
Corey's GoPro mounts are not at 0 though.
Right. So
your footage would be more at, but your FPV camera would be looking down, where your GoPro would be looking up.
Yep.
So I do think it's important to say so, because he's a hell of a cinematic pilot. He's an amazing pilot, the backwards flyer of all flyers, right? Yep. So he, became a lot of that stuff. So I think it's important to.
Yeah, and it is important to play around with different camera angles, because you might really connect with 10 degrees or 5 degrees or 30 degrees or 60 degrees. You never know. So yeah, really, really good point.
0 is cheating!
Whack FPV says, how to make CiottiFPV cringe, build an AIO HD Ripsqueak V2. Yeah. I mean, luckily it won't work very long, so I'll only cringe for like a second. Freeloader FPV says, I just picked up 4 Diatone F722 20x20s for $40. Jesus, $10 each? Where'd you get those from, Freeloader? Spill it! JVFPV with the last comment of the night. I just have a hard time with tight landings with obstacles close in, and I've been shooting through a small window slower than is ideal. Yeah, landing is hard, JV. Like straight up, landing is hard. But once you've done it enough times, you'll just get kind of used to it. You'll I don't know. Halfboard says, wait, 0 is cheating. Yeah, that's the joke that we all make about flying backwards. And then JVFPV says, I'm very adapted to 30 degrees, except for my Cineglide at 0. Gotcha. So yeah, there we go. Oh, 40 each, Freelojo says. Yeah, that's too much money. $40 is way too much for a flight controller. I miss the ye olden days. Here comes some epidemic sounds with some flying at the big, beautiful field that has become my favorite spot. My name's Aaron Ciotti. Everybody calls me Ciotti. You can call me Captain Dicko. CiottiFPV.com. Patrick might be making faces.
Dicko? Captain Dicko?
CiottiFPV.com. If you want me to keep going on this crazy FPV adventure, a million ways you can support me. Click all the buttons. I love every single one of you.
FPV, ladies and gentlemen.
Gangly to the extreme. Here's some flying and some caution content hot house beats. Patrick in the house.
Hey.
We're gonna go hang out.
That's hilarious.
Do some drugs.
Wow.
You know how it goes. Love you guys. Later. Oh shit, where's the button?
A storm is coming, but I'm prepared. I'll be gone for a while, but don't be scared. Right now, I don't know if I'll ever arrive where the grass is green and we're still alive. I hope I'll see you on the other side. I know that I'll be paying for the ride into the black hole. Sing for my soul through the black hole to make myself whole again. You want the truth and you're having doubts, but if I tell you now, the sun dies out. 'Cause I can only give you my heart when the darkest clouds begin to part. I hope I'll see you on the other side. I know that I'll be paying for the ride into the black